Welcome to the students. Next lecture of biomedical engineering. Today we will discuss the concept of recorders. So present day we know that the recorder means it may be MP3 recorder. That means we are recording some voice by using our mobile. Otherwise we have separate MP3 players. Those type of players has some recording option. They will record our voice. That means they will store our voice. But here the recorder in this concept, in this biomedical engineering, that is entirely different. The recorder, this is a word we have used in the previous days when we are designed the biomedical equipment in the olden days. Okay, right. At that time, the recorder means it is nothing but as a printer. What is the function of printer? A printer will gives the some of the textual or graphical information onto a paper. That means in a computer we are typing some information. That is, if you want to take on a paper by using the machine, for that we are using a printer. The printer prints all the information on a paper. So whatever the information you require. So that is the working of the printer. So coming to the recorder. Recorder is also same like that only, but here it will give the information of biological behavior. For example, in our human body, we have some resting potential is minus 70 millivolts and action potential is plus 20 millivolts. Okay, these are the different types of voltages are generating in our human body. If you want to see when the action potential is generated, when the resting potential is generated, otherwise how the heart is working. In the heart, we have already studied in the previous classes. In the heart also, lot of biopotentials are generating, right? Now, so in the heart, some potentials are generating at the upper chambers, some potentials are generating the downside chambers. Okay, so here you have to, if you want to take the behavior of the heart, here we are using a continuous monitoring displays. In the display, you will get one waveform. Based on that waveform, you are saying that your heart is working perfectly or your heart is working not perfectly. Like we are saying by seeing the graph. So the graph is called electrocardiograph. Okay. So this electrocardiograph, if you want to print on a paper, for that you need a machine. That machine called recorder. So what exactly the recorder will do? So the recorder will draw a graph on paper, right? So it will draw a graph on a paper. The graph is representing our biological or biopotentials. Our human body biopotentials we are drawing as a graph on the paper by using recorder machine. It is very important, you have to remember. So the recorder will gives a graphical orientation on a paper. So this is the major purpose of recorder. Okay, so in our human body, some 5 volts is there. That 5 volts, how I am taking by using electrode. Okay, so with the electrode I am taking some electrical voltage of human body. Now my task is, after taking this 5 volts, we have to give the print. How the printer is working? The print is nothing but as recorder. How the recorder is drawing the graph on the paper. So we have different types of recorders that we will see one by one. Now coming to here, some of the basic information. So recorders, the basic information. We will see the definition of a recorder. A recorder records electrical and non-electrical quantities as a function of time. So see here, a recorder records electrical and non-electrical quantities as a function of time. So listen carefully the definitions. When I am dictating these definitions, you have to note down. So coming to the definition of recorder, a recorder records electrical and mechanical activities or quantities as a function of time. It is drawing the recorder, right? This record may be written on printed written or printed and later on can be examined and analyzed to obtain a better understanding and control of the process. So the patient is suffering with some diseases. So for example, he is suffering with heart problem, right? So every day morning 8 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, next 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, next 9, 10. In the different periods of times, we have to see the heart behavior of the patient. So the doctor is not available in always in all the situations. So for that reason, the nurses what they will do, so they will examine the heart electrical activity and they will take a printout, they will record that information on a paper, which are the connected electrodes. It will use the behavior, and these are from these electrodes. They are connecting a recording machine. That recording machine draws a graph on a paper. So this graph paper will be kept aside. When the doctor came to the examining of the patient, then the nurses they will take this printout and they will show to the doctors. So doctors will examine that. So at the time of morning 6 o'clock, how his heart is working. At the morning of 10 o'clock, how his heart is working. So he will analyze the function of the heart, right? So what are the problems associated with heart, that is not related to us. But we have to provide a sufficient machinery to easy the process of analyzing the patient. So for the analyzation purpose, we are doing the recording operation. So the recorder will draws the graph or written the graph of the electrical activity of the human body physiological system. Next, necessity of recording. Just we have seen the necessity, the same thing we written. It is often necessary to have a permanent record of the state of the phenomena being investigated. So how the electrical activity is working when the heart attack came, that will be that we have to save it as a record. Alright, by using a paper or by using some machineries. But here our concept is recording on a paper. That is our main target. So the hard copy of printed, we have to save it for longer time. It may be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. Up to end of that life of the patient, we have to record that. We have to save that document. Why? Because based on the present analysis, there may be they can do some of the remedies in the future days also. Okay, we maybe generally the heart problems will occur continuously. If the heart attack patient, if the patient is get an heart attack or he is suffered by heart attack, maybe he will suffer with the same heart attack if he is not followed the healthy rules. Otherwise, if he doesn't follows the perfect directions given by the doctor, there is a chance again getting the heart attack. So for that reason, when we have to save that first heart attack ECG report. So always some electrical activity report of the patient. So this is the necessity. In many of the industrial and research process, it is necessary to monitor continuously the condition or state of the values of the processing variables as flow, force, pressure, temperature, current, voltage, electrical power, etc. So the human body temperature we can record by using a paper, and current, voltage, pressure, blood pressure or blood flow or some forces, all these electrical quantities we can take on a paper, we can take as a print on a paper. Then we have to store that information. Then we have to submit this reports to higher authorities like doctors or maybe any maintenance managers or maybe any person. Okay, so we have to save that records. That is very, very important. Right. Now, coming to here, we have different types of recorders. In that, the graphic recorder is very, very important. In the next slide, we will see the types of recorders. First, we will see that types of recorders. Then, we will see these different behaviors. Now, coming to that recorders. Here, we have different types of recorders. Okay. Here, these are the types of recorders. So, the recorders are divided into majorly two categories. The first one, analog recorder. Second one, digital recorder. The first one, analog recorder. Second one, digital recorder. First one, analog recorder. Second one, digital recorder. Analog recorder and digital recorder. There are two types of recorders. Under this, in the analog recorder, we have first one graphic recorder, next oscillographic recorders, next magnetic tape recorders. Next digital recorders, we have incremental digital recorder and synchronous digital recorder. So the first one in the analog recorder is graphical recorder. This type of recorders we are using for taking the print on a paper. Next, coming to the oscillographic recorder. So these type of recorders generally we are using for observing the patient behavior on a screen or on a display. Next, coming to the magnetic tape recorder. This type of recorders we are using for storing purpose, not for the monitoring, not for the storing. It is for future purpose, for future analyzation purpose. We are storing this information on a magnetic tape recorder. Next, digital recorders. So incremental digital recorder and synchronous digital recorders. Here, these are the different types of recorders. They will collect a lot of information which will be there within our physiological system. That means with respect to heart, how the blood pressure is working and how the blood flow is working, and the remaining parameters we can store or we can record by using digital recorders. So in our 50th unit, we will concentrate on first on the analog recorders. Okay, first see the basic behavior of graphic recorder. So the graphic recorder records generally are devices which display and store a pen and ink record of the history of some physical events. For example, here in a graphic recorder, some information available at the input side, and in this recorder, one pen and with ink bottle it is available. One pen with ink bottle it is available, right? So the pen seems to be like this. Okay, so it has separate an ink bottle on the top side. So in this bottle, it is filled with a lot of ink. And this at the pointer of this pin, at the place of this, it is ready to release that ink and it will record on a paper. That is the basic operation of the graphical recorder. So coming to that, in this recorder, coming to the basic elements, a chart for displaying and storing the recorded information. So in this, first we need a paper. We need a paper. That paper, how the paper seems to be. That paper is a graph paper or a graph chart. It is a chart for displaying and storing the recorded information. So whatever the information we are going to be recorded, that recorded information we have to be stored on a paper. Next, a stylus. So I said that a pen. So the pen is called stylus. A stylus moving in a proper relationship to the paper. So if the paper is moving, the stylus has to record that information on this paper. So there is a proper communication in between paper and pen. Okay, paper and stylus. For example, here if the paper is moving in horizontal direction, okay, if the paper is moving in the horizontal direction, then the stylus or pen has to move in the vertical direction, So this is the relation, the proper relation in between stylus and paper. That is very, very important. Next, third one. A suitable means of interconnection to the couple the stylus to the source of the information. So there is a good coupling related equipment is required in between the paper and source information. So not paper, this is stylus pen, right? The stylus pen will move based on the potentials occurred at the source of the machine. Okay, sources at the electrode source. That is the way information. Now we will see graphically or by using some diagrammatically these operations. Now coming to that, there are two types of graphic recorders are available. The first one, strip chart recorder. Second one, XY recorder. In our syllabus, we have strip chart recorders, but I will discuss both concepts in this video lecture. Now, strip chart recorders and next one, XY recorders. These are the two recorders presently in the biomedical side we are using. Now, so this is an example block diagram or the circuit diagram. It may be the view of the strip chart recorder. Now we are discussing about the strip chart recorder. Right. So now coming to this very important. Follow my words with this diagram. It is very important synchronization. It will take just 2 to 5 minutes. If you listen perfectly, it's very simple operation. See here carefully. Here in this diagram, so see here some boxes images is there. So this is the image. So I will show. So this is the first part of the image. So this is the graph paper, right? So this is the graph paper. This box is square. This type of box is consisting of lot of squares. This is nothing but as a graph paper. It is seems to be like as in a graph paper. On this graph paper, we have to store some information. That is ECG signal we have to store on this graph paper. So this graph paper generally moving in the vertical direction. So the graph paper is moving in the vertical direction. So like this, right? Like in this way, the graph paper is moving. In this way, the graph paper is moving. Okay. So from top to bottom, it is moving. When it is moving, the stylus is moving in the horizontal direction. Here the paper is moving in the vertical direction and pen is moving in the horizontal direction. So when the paper is moving, the stylus is moving from left to right and right to left. If 5 words it is gets the stylus, then it will move to the right side. If it is getting 0 words, then it is moving to the left side. Right? Based on the potential availability, it will place on a one place. So this is the stylus. The stylus seems to be very smaller one. The stylus seems to be very smaller one. So this is the stylus. It is a small pen which consisting of some ink also. Okay, right. So how the stylus has to move, how it will take the decision, where I have to take left side, I have to take right side, like that, how it is taking the decision. So for taking the decision, the stylus, we have a separate equipment called, this is the most important one, a separate system called stylus driving system. Stylus driving system, that is pen moving or pen driving system. So how the pen has to move, in the forward direction or the left side direction or right side direction or backward direction. So those information will be guided from here stylus drive system. So this for this stylus drive system, there is a information, that is information source is required. Here we need an information source. That information source is from our human body. How the electrical activities are generating in the heart, the same information we have to give to the stylus drive system. So see here, information to be recorded. Information to be recorded. That is that information we are collecting from the heart, and that same information we are giving to the stylus driving system. This stylus driving system, whenever it is received 5 words, then this system is moving the pen or stylus to the right side or left side based on the stored information. So this is very important, stylus driving system. Next, here we have a range selector. Right. The range selector will help the pen moving directions. The pen has to move in the 360 degrees direction or 180 degrees direction or 90 degrees direction. It will check. So the pen is there. The 360 directions means, for example, pen it is here. The 360 means it will rotate. Otherwise, it will take a circle direction if it rotates 180 degrees. Otherwise, 360 degrees. If you are giving 180 degrees for the stylus, it will starts here and it will ends here. This is a 180 degrees. Right? Next, 90 degrees. So this is a 90 degrees from here to here. This is the 90 degrees. So we have a lot of angle movements for the stylus. Here you have to select from which range to which range this stylus has to move. That is, we will take by using a range selector box. So this is the range selector box. Next, this is the last one, paper driving mechanism. Here the paper is moving in the vertical direction. I said that the paper is moving in the vertical direction from top to down. How this paper will move? We have to connect a motor here. This is called paper driving mechanism. Here two things are moving. The first one stylus, second one paper. For stylus moving, we have stylus drive system. For paper moving, we have paper driving mechanism. Alright, so these are the basic elements here we have for recording the informed potentials which is gathered from the human body. So this is a recording system. Here some of the standard values we have to give here paper driving mechanism. Generally the paper is moving with a speed of 25 mm per second or 100 mm per second. So these are the standard speeds. It may be 25 mm or 100 mm per second. So this is the standard speeds given by the World Health Organization for designing all the electrocardiograph machines or electroencephalography machines, whatever that may be machines in the biomedical side you have, those all the machines has to run with these two speeds only, right? 25 mm per second and the second one is 100 mm per second. With this speed only the paper has to move, and based on the moving of the paper directions, the stylus has to record that information which will be collected from the information source, and this information source is connected to the human body, right? So this is the strip chart recorder. Next, this is the X5 recorder. Next one, this is also a graphical recorder. In this graphic recorder, right? In this graphic recorder, we have the second category that is called X-ray recorder. Here we have X information and Y information. Two informations are available, right? X information, Y information. Two informations are available. Here I am giving Y information. Here I am giving Y input in this place, and here I am giving X input. Okay, next. After giving the input, here I am using an attenuator. So here in this box I am placing an attenuator circuit. Here I am placing an attenuator circuit. Right? Next, after this I am using the next box as here balance circuit. So this is the balance circuit. This is the balance circuit. These two are the balance circuits, and this is a very important one, reference sources. So this is the reference source. So here this is also a reference source. Here we have the reference sources. So see here, first here we have Y input. Here I have X input. The X and Y inputs are connected to the attenuators. Here we have connected to the attenuators. Next, the attenuators are connected to the balanced circuit. Here, this is a balanced circuit and this is a balanced circuit. So for Y input, this is a balanced circuit. For X input, this is the balanced circuit. From these two balanced circuits, I am connecting to some amplifiers. But for this balancing circuit, I have a reference information here. I have a reference information. What is the purpose of reference information? Right. So the X input, Y input may be varies from one value to another value. For example, minus 70 millivolts to plus 20 millivolts. But what is the base? For example, a signal will move from minus 5 volts to plus 3 volts. But what is the reference value? The reference value we have to take it as 0. 0 volts we have to take. Right. For example, when you are driving on a bike, you are saying that I am going with 60 kilometers with speed. There is 60 kilometers per hour speed. And I am going with 120 kilometers per speed. Like that you are saying that. But what is the base value here? 0. That means you are starting from 0 and you are going with 60 kilometers per hour. Right? So like that, most of the times the reference value is 0, but not in the always all situations. In some of the situation only the reference value is 0, and in remaining all the situations the reference value may be greater than 0 or less than 0. It may be 0 volts or 0 amperes or 1 ampere, 5 amperes, 5 volts, 10 volts, 10 watts. That is depends upon the concept and requirement. Right. Now here I have two types of amplifiers, Y input amplifier and here X input amplifier. Two input amplifiers are available. Now here one is pen driving motor and second one is arm driving motor. A pen driving motor and arm driving motor. Here see this one. This is seems to be like as a. One is squared box system. It is a one squared box system. In this squared box system, here we have a horizontal. Here we have in a horizontal moving system. In a horizontal moving system, this horizontal section will move in the x direction. That is, it may be left side or left side, right side. Okay. Now on this, I am keeping a stylus. Here I am keeping a stylus. Now this stylus will in the vertical direction, right? So the stylus will move in the vertical direction, and this horizontal this particular arm. This is called generally we are calling as arm. On this arm, we have some stylus system. Here in this concept, the paper is not moving. The paper I am filling in this yellow color box, right? So this patternized diagram completely consisting of a graphical chart. In this concept, the graph paper is not moving. In this concept, the graph paper is not moving. In the x direction and y direction, we have some moving arrangements. In the previous concept, graphical recorder, that is strip chart recorder, the paper is moving and the pen is moving. Okay, but the pen is moving in the vertical direction and the paper is moving in the horizontal direction. Right. Now coming to here the paper is not moving. But how to go in the x-axis direction, how to go in the y-axis direction, that is we required. So the paper is not moving. So for moving in the x direction, I am connecting an arm, and in the direction of y, I am connecting a paper. Right? In the stylus, that is the stylus. Right? So for example, see here. This is my arm. Now I am connecting my pen. Okay, now right. Now see here. Now what I am doing here. I am drawing a straight line here. I am drawing a straight line. Now, my arm is not moving. My arm is not moving. I will show clearly. So, see here, my arm. Here, my arm is, this is the arm and this is the stylus. So, for some time, think like this. This is the arm, this is the stylus. Now, arm is not moving and stylus is moving. Arm is not moving and stylus is moving. Stylus is moving. How the stylus is moving? Right? How the stylus is moving? In the vertical directions. If it is arm is not moving, if the stylus is moving, you will get a straight line. Okay. Now see here. Arm is moving. Now arm is moving and stylus is also moving. This is a stylus. So arm moving and stylus is also moving. So see here. So see here carefully. Here, arm is moved and stylus is also moved. Both are moving. So when both are moving, some graph is coming. So this may be ECG, electrocardiograph. This may be EEG, electroencephalograph or electromyograph or electrooculograph or electroretinograph. Some graph. So when both arm and stylus both are moving, I will get some graph signal. When the arm is not moving, the stylus is only moving, then I will get a straight line. Right. So for getting a good information, for drawing the graph, here if the paper is, consider the paper is the board. The paper is constant, the paper is not moving. Now with my arm and with my stylus, I have drawn the gap pattern. So the arm is moving in the x direction. The pen is moving. The stylus is moving in the vertical direction. The arm is moving in a horizontal direction and pen is moving in the vertical direction. This principle, this is the same principle. Now we are using in this. Now we are using in this pattern. Now we are using in this block diagram. So Y information, how the pen is moving, how to move the pen. So for moving the pen, the stylus driving mechanism we required. The stylus mechanism is we have drawn the upper sided part. So this is the upper sided part. In this upper sided part, we have Y related information, that is vertical related information. In the downside part, we have X related information. Based on the X information, the arm is moving. Based on the Y information, the pen is moving. So this is very simple operation, right? For if you take an electronic circuit, we have attenuator, balanced modulator, and differential voltage, and amplifiers, and some motors. This motors only helps to move these arm and stylus pens. Okay, so this is about the XY recorder, right? This is about the XY recorder. Okay, it's very important. Now we have completed two concepts. The first one strip chart recorder and second one XY recorder. Next, coming to that, this is one more clear picture for XY recorder. X input here I am giving, Y input I am giving. So coming to here, balance or error detector, choppers, servo amplifiers, and servo motors. When the servo motors are moving, this arm and pen it is moving. So in the previous section I said that arm is moving in the X direction. In this diagram, the arm is moving in the Y direction. The stylus is moving in the previous slide, that is in the vertical direction. Now it is moving in the horizontal direction. So the same operation, but the both are in the reverse direction. Okay, this is the same circuit, but the internal components maybe they will change for one machine to another machine. Okay, right, and this is the reference circuit. So we are giving some reference voltages. Here we are giving some reference voltages that is based on the concept oriented logic. Okay, right. Next, right. So in the starting days, they have used XY recorders and strip chart recorders, but their efficiency is not that much level. Okay, so for that reason, in the next coming days, they implemented galvanometric recorders, UV recorders. Galvanometric recorders, UV recorders are faster recorders with compared to the strip chart recorders and XY recorders. So this is the basic mechanism which is involved in the galvanometric recorder. So in this galvanometric recorder, so see here. So here we have an armature, a motor type arrangement. Here we have one magnet. Here we have one more magnet. Here we have two magnets. These two magnets are seems to be surrounded by an armature. So this is the armature. Okay, so this is a magnet, this is a armature. So what happened in the motor operation? So see here, for example, so see here, so this is a motor. In the motor we have some armature section and this is the magnet section. These are the magnet sections. Okay, so see here. So this is the north pole and this is the south pole and this is the armature. Okay, N, S are the magnets and A is the armature. When you are supplying some current to the north and south poles to the magnets, then due to the magnetic effect, the internal armature will rotate and the motor is going to be started. So this is the basic motor principle we have studied in the lower classes. Now the same principle, the modern principle here I am applying, and at the place of armature I am connecting a pen. At the place of armature I have connected a pen, right? So this pen is connected with some ink bottle. Now the ink is coming outside at the place of here. At the place of here I am getting the ink, right? At this place I am connecting my paper, right? So due to the magnetic, due to the EMF which is generated in this magnetic field, based on the EMF, the pen is moving. Based on the EMF, the pen is moving from left to right or right to left. In a 90 degrees angle, it may be 70 degrees or 60 degrees angle. The pen is moving based on the magnetic field, EMF produced in this magnetic field. So this is the galvanometric recorder. So at this situation here, we are using a single motor based mechanism to move this pen. So to getting the deflections in this pointer, we are using this type of operation. So this is a galvanometric recorder. This is somewhat fast with compared to the traditional motors. Next. So these are the two more examples, right? So here we have two magnets, in between we have placed an armature. Here also we have a permanent magnet. In this magnet we have placed in an armature. That armature we are connecting the pointer is placed on the paper. Now whatever the deflections or EMF is produced in this plate, that the deflections will be absorbed by this pen pointer and it will record on the paper. Alright. Next, this is the self-balancing potentiometric recorder. Self-balancing potentiometric recorder. Potentiometric recorder. In the name itself, it is saying what is the operation. In the previous class, in the galvanometric recording based system, we have used motor principles. Here, the potentiometric principle here we are using. So see here, we have a resistor here. We have a resistor, and here we have a pointer. We have a pointer. This pointer will move from top to down, top to down. That means different types of variations in the resistor. Different types of variations in the resistor. The potentiometric. Where is that potentiometer? Potentiometer is nothing but as voltage divider. Potentiometric circuit is nothing but as voltage divider. How the voltage will divide based on the choosing of different types of resistances. Different types of resistances. Right? Here I will choose different types of resistance. Then the same pointer is connected to a graph, a stylus pen, and it is connected to the graph. Now, which type of resistance I have chosen here? Automatically, the pen or the resistance, when I am choosing the resistance, automatically it will record, the stylus is also moving. So here, the most important thing, how to vary this type of resistance, right? So these resistances are this output pen is connected to a motor here, right? So this motor, so see here, this motor is connected to the line voltages, that is normal power supply, and second one, it is connected to the power amplifier. The power amplifier is connected to the voltage, that is in the reverse direction. So actually we are giving the human body electrical potentials from this side. So signal input I am giving here. From the signal input I am giving the chopper amplifier. From the chopper amplifier to voltage amplifier to power amplifier to I have connected to the servo motor. So this servo motor is connected with the main power supply, and it is connected to also a pen motor. So whenever the signal voltages are coming, based on it, this signal, this motor will generate some deflections. That deflections will can absorb in this pen. That is, it will select different types of resistances. When the different types of resistances are connected, then this same deflections will store on a paper. So this is the self-balancing potentiometric recorders. Here we are giving some stabilizer power supplies, some standard power supplies here we are connecting. Based on that, it is moving. This is about self-balancing potentiometric recorders. The same operation, self-balancing potentiometric recorder, nothing is new here. Right. Now, the most important one is very faster recorder in that olden days. with compared to all other traditional circuits. This is a very and most fastest circuit. Coming to that ultraviolet recorder. Based on the ultraviolet rays, it will works. Here the ultraviolet rays are nothing but as light rays. Ultraviolet rays are nothing but as light rays. So see here. Here you have ultraviolet source. Ultraviolet source. So here UV rays. The UV rays are most powerful rays. When these type of rays are touches UV sensitive paper, automatically some docking, some marking mechanism will be available, right? Whenever the light receives the UV sensitive paper, automatically at that place the complete area is going to be darker, right? It is going to be dark, right? So this UV light sources, I am this light information, I am transmitting this information from here to on the graph paper, right? Onto the graph paper through the galvanometric mirrors. So these galvanometric mirrors, galvanometric means motor principle, and that means these are the connected to, these two mirrors are connected to the armatures. These two mirrors are connected to the armatures. These two armatures are placed in the north and south poles. That is, they are kept in a magnetic field. So in this magnetic field, some electromotive force EMF will be generated based on our human body potentials. From our human body potentials, some voltages are generated. That voltages I am giving to this magnetic field. Some at that time, some electromagnetic field is produced at this place. So based on that, these armatures will rotate. So based on this armature rotation, these mirrors also moves. These mirrors also moves, right? Then these mirrors are reflecting. These mirrors are reflecting ultraviolet light onto this paper in the different directions. So these UV light rays are reflected to on a paper, and these mirrors are moving based on the EMF generated in this magnetic field. This magnetic field EMF variations are completely based on our human bioelectric potentials or biopotentials. Okay, so if the mirror is moving left and right direction, based on that information, here the graph will be drawn here. Whenever this light rays are touches this paper, automatically at that place the area is going to be darkening, right? So these type of ultraviolet violet rays not required any ink, right? Why? Because in the most of the times in the recorders, the ink is disturbing the paper. So for that reason, for eliminating that ink, here we have used UV sensitive paper. UV sensitive paper. So this is about ultraviolet recorders. With compared to all the recorders, these are the very faster recorders, faster responsive recorders. Okay. Right. So this is about ultraviolet recorders. With this, we have completed the recorders concept. In the next class, we will see the monitors concept. Okay, thank you.